Holy shit. Can you believe Jake Moody missed that field goal, Andy?
I'm
unbelievable.
shooketh.
Can no one make kicks anymore?
I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. The conditions aren't great.
55, yeah. 55 is a long one too.
Someone pointed out in the Discord, we do have the field heat on underneath the yardage lines for us.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That is actually happening.
No, they're making fun of us again. Yeah,
I don't actually think that we're way out of line here. I feel like that is the technology that exists.
It exists, I'm sure. Let's just talk about Ryan Day. No.
Yeah. Ryan Day? Who's Ryan Day?
I don't know. Some unemployed
Ohio
motherfucker.
State?
Yeah.
Did he get fired?
Not yet.
Oh, good, but he lost to Michigan, so he probably
you go 0-4. Yeah. You go 0-4 against Michigan, you're in trouble. Can the Shanny train?
Eberflus got fired this weekend. Did you see that?
That was wild, and I love that they made him do his little meeting with the media first, because like Courtney Cronin's tweeting out, "Oh, he's not here yet. We don't know what's going on."
Yeah.
And then so they say, "All right, he's here." So everyone's like, "Oh, we think he's getting." Oh no, he's doing a Zoom call. He's not fired. And then an hour later,
oh yeah, no, he is.
He is fired.
J-Rod, I did see the Iga news. Iga got popped for a banned substance, but it was a tainted melatonin sample.
It is funny how much tainted stuff pro athletes are ingesting by accident. It is crazy. I love Iga, but it's just funny. 9.2 yards per play for the Bills. I don't know what to do with the second half, Drew, because even if it turns into a laugher and they go into conservative mode, what the conservative mode is handing it to our guy Roy Davis, who is not going to knock out like 8 yards per carry against the people. Like Fred Warner's not 100%. Nobody else is tackling. Every run goes for fucking 18 yards.
Yeah, I don't know looks over to me. I would go Bills or pass. What do you think?
It's Bills or Snover. Is it Snover? Like you get uber aggressive San Francisco.
I mean,
turning the ball over.
Are you going to get uber aggressive San Francisco?
I mean, if they would have had like another minute,
they feel like quittish.
Did you watch the last drive?
This feels quittish.
Drew, did you watch the last drive?
Yeah, JJ's with me. Niners quit watch is on.
No such thing. It is. There's no such. Well, I know, but I worry that means 28 points for the Bills in the second half. This 21 is scary. I think it might just be Bills team total or Bills straight up. Are we getting Bills as a dog?
You want to lay the half or minus 118? Niners get the ball first.
Still a favorite.
McCaffrey's out.
It didn't look good. I mean, he went down on his own accord, non-contact with his knee. That's not great. I don't know. Like teams don't just tank at halftime though.
I'm not really like. I'm not seeing it.
Let's go Bills.
With the Niners offense.
Well, no, Drew, I'm saying like uber aggressive Niners it turns into turnovers or it turns into turnover on downs. They're not kicking any more field goals, I wouldn't think. If the Bills score once, Moody's on the bench until it's extra point time.
You know why else they're not kicking any more field goals, Andy? It's because their kicker can't make a fucking field goal.
That's what I'm also concerned about that.
That also plays into the decision making. Okay.
Also, good point Bills by my two credits here.
Half on plus 116 is in my account.
All right, and yes, we would encourage you to go check that out at our friends ProfitX if you want to bet the second half or bet it live in the second half of the game. How was your Sunday, Drew? It was a weird Sunday, right?
Oh, I got a Christmas tree, cleaned my house, put up all the decorations. I had an amazing day. What about you? I didn't watch much football. But I watched. You know what I watched? I watched the end of Kirk Cousins' career.
That was a bad game.
That was heinous.
I know people are like
atrocious.
People are wanting to prop up that cornerback for the Chargers. It's like he's a perfectly good cornerback, but they're making him out to be like, hey, guess what? This is Revis Island. It's like, no. Kirk Cousins threw a shot put to the sideline. He just happened to be like, oh,
the fourth down,
I should step in front of this, right?
The fourth down pick six. Like, I'm being dead honest with you. Snap into his hands. He drops back. You can see that side of the field on the TV broadcast, and you're like, no, don't.
And it took so long for that ball to get there.
Oh,
that guy.
No! And still, the fucking Falcons almost
It's
won.
like the Brawny commercials.
Shit show. No. Like the only person in the stadium who didn't see still standing there was fucking Cousins. Or Cousins was going to throw it regardless and just thought he could get there. He thought he could zip it past him, I guess. That Kirk Cousins was awful today. If they bench him this week and like we're like we need to see what Penix has, we're going to lose this division. I'm not disagreeing at all.
Staying in that division, as long as we're just doing a little bit of talking about Sunday. Actually, you know what? First quick thing on Sunday, I fell in love with Love. It is a truck stop.
Yeah. Loves.
We just don't have them this far north. We do.
You don't have Loves?
They're starting to get up here, but they all have dog parks. Like
Loves are great.
It was such a great spot to like let the dogs run out, and there was a Subway, which Subway's not great, but it'll do in a pinch. Like
sure.
Like this is where I stop all the time now. Secondly, I don't ever watch college football. You guys know that. I don't really take it in.
Are they still playing college football?
I was tired. We were drinking, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna stay up and see if Georgia can finish this comeback off. Like that game just drug on for a million years. I was like, well, now I'm committed. I wanted to go to bed. I was so pot committed to that fucking.
Who were they playing?
Georgia Tech.
And did they? 8
overtimes. They did.
What?
Yes. I had to like explain overtime to the people in the room with me. It's like, what? Why do they get it at the 2 now? I'm like, I think these are just 2-point conversions. I don't know. Like, I think they're just going to alternate on these, and then after 10 they do a kickoff.
Did my under make it?
I don't think so. I think there was about 80 points.
Shit. Yeah, no, I don't have anything there.
Did you watch any of Bryce today?
No.
He looked good again. He looked good. I mean, it wasn't a huge test, but he doesn't. To put it in holiday terms, it's like when Kevin goes to the basement and he's not scared of the furnace anymore.
I like that.
I'm not afraid anymore because
he's not afraid. Confident. You're not afraid of the blitz anymore.
He's so confident.
Oh, you know what?
He's trusting.
Look, man, I love that Bryce Young got 23 points on the board today, but I loved even more that Tampa Bay got their 23rd point.
Yeah.
Because I was like, how is this fucking over not going to get here? Like, it's not going to get there. And then, thank God, it went overtime, 46 on the board. Whew.
Thielen had 2 of the most amazing catches of the day, and neither of those drives ended with a point for the Panthers.
Amazing.
No, I got one. One was a field. Excuse me. Neither ended with what it should have, because that was definitely a touchdown on the first one. Second one was a crazy catch, and then you had the Chuba Hubbard fumble that sucked. I kind of wanted them to win, but overall, I think hey, Bryce was great today, but we also improved our draft positioning. We feel good about what happened today, but we didn't win a meaningless game. It kind of in the long run, you're not going to remember beating the Buccaneers in week 15 2 years from now. But if you go get yourself a stud tackle, a stud defender, with the 3rd, 4th pick, I think that's going to help a lot.
Well, let's reflect a little bit on Thanksgiving. Had a great day. We did some great pods. We did not get a winner in our Cowboys halftime, which was on me. And I think we had 2 winners on our Dolphins halftime, as Dolphins covered easily, and also it went under by the hair of our chinny chin chins.
My dog called that under.
Yeah, that was a nice one. 47 points total on that one. Nice. Nice slide that under there.
The more I looked at it, I felt dumb for not making a stronger argument at halftime. You were talking about the the defense is stepping up, and I kind of just shit all over the Giants defense. I think the play was just we should just play
Cowboys.
The Cowboys, I guess.
Yeah. Did they even cover though?
What's that? I think
they cover the second half? I think it was close. 27-20. It was a 7-point total halftime. Were they up?
I think they covered it. I think they cut. We'll have to go back. Either way,
I had some incredible food and wine over the weekend. I did a lot of free diving in Catalina. Oh my god, the water was
didn't have any of that in Colorado.
Clear. Water was crystal clear. It was cold, but air temps were in the 70s. Bright, beautiful sun last couple of days. Come on, Spurs is right, Berto. God damn, these Spurs are killing me today.
Come on, you Spurs. That's a different team.
Oh, though. Yeah. How about Liverpool? Did you see that they basically they clinched the Premier League as early as anyone's clinched the Premier League?
I mean, it's over, right? It's not clinched. Although, I mean,
it's kind of over, right?
Buffalo wins the division tonight if they finish this out.
Do they?
Yeah, that makes me feel really bad about this. Was going to be this is going to be competitive. Miami is on the come up. The Jets have this roster, and fuck me, they're the first one to clinch a division. That's sad. The other
Chiefs
fun
clinched
part
the
about
playoff spot.
The other thing about roster,
excuse me, question mark.
Did you see Kevin Seifert tweeted this out? He went through the playoff machine on like ESPN, and he put a scenario. He's like, there's a semi realistic scenario that the Vikings win out and are a 15-2 5 seed.
Yeah.
It's like that would be sad for them.
That would suck.
They do not control their own destiny. They could win 15 games.
They need the Lions to actually lose a game, which they might this Thursday. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
I think the Packers are the play there. Anyway, all right, let's call it, man. You had a long day. You drove all the way from freaking middle of the country to the middle of the country. Let's catch up tomorrow at halftime. Sound good?
We'll see you guys halftime of what is tomorrow? Browns Broncos.
Broncos.
It's gonna be a fun one. I think
Bo Nix up against the real defense.
Maybe Jameis primetime should happen all the time.
Would be quite amazing. Although now I'm glad they flexed out Bengals Browns because that would have been weird and sad.
The Bengals are so good, Drew. Like they're such a good offense.
I don't understand why they can't win any
games. So
they cannot win.
So all right,
man.
A little bit on Buffalo.
Have a good night. Yeah. Get some rest and let's regroup tomorrow.
I need a shower.